What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the remote front office. We are here. There's about a minute 15 seconds left in the game five of the NBA Finals. However, due to the fact that, honestly, quite frankly, it looks like this is pretty much in the bag, we are going to go ahead and record this video now. Boston is up by 20. Shout out to the Boston Celtics. I feel like a lot of people, most people, and just kind of looking through the season ahead, had the Celtics as the number one seed and has them as the NBA champions. They are currently pulling Tatum, Jalen Brown, and the rest of the starters off the floor. So I think it's pretty safe to assume this is wraps. As far as this game itself, right? We again had the issue of the Mavericks supporting cast not showing up. Seems to be a pretty common theme when they played in Boston for this series. Again, as I explained in earlier videos, it really shows that the Mavericks guys just their inexperience through and through of not being here before. And it seems like that 22 Celtics run for most of these guys, as well as obviously Drew having the Bucks experience, seems like really mattered in this series. Uh, just kind of some high notes. Luka Doncic finishes with 28, 12 rebounds. Again, only 5 assists. They really just kind of didn't allow, not necessarily, I don't know if I would phrase it as didn't allow, right? Because I feel like Luka had the chances, right? Luka was able to pass the ball. Luka was able to facilitate a little bit here and there. They weren't overly willing, but Dallas shot under 30% from three. Boston shot 34%. You know what I mean? The rebound battle, Boston won by 20. You guys remember game four? Boston lost the rebound battle mainly because of the effect of Derek Lively, right? Derek Lively wasn't as good in this game. It seems like the role players play better at home rule still stands very true in this game. Daniel Gafford did not have a great game. He only played 11 minutes, but 6 points, 3 rebounds is not a great game for Daniel Gafford. Kyrie, again, I don't even know if I'd call it underperforming. I just feel like Boston matched up about as well as you can with Kyrie. Again, multiple bodies to throw at him, guys that can switch, guys that are quick. I feel like that was a lot of what was missing in previous series. OKC did a really good job of it, but I feel like just in this series in particular, you had a lot of guys that were quick, switchable, and especially with you got to figure Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown played against them in practice a lot when they were younger, and just really kind of understand those things that Kyrie looks for on the court. Derek Jones Jr. had 10 points, no rebounds though, and just didn't shoot great. Derek Lively, again, another pretty poor game, only 2 points and 4 rebounds in 24 minutes. That's just, you can't have that. You got to figure your two centers, your two primary centers, to have 8 points and 7 rebounds as a collective, right? Not individually, but as a collective. That is a pretty diminishing return as far as your center position. And I feel like center position is one of the bigger things that got Dallas to this point, right? Derek Lively was really good in the Minnesota series, and I feel like them as a collection was really good in the Minnesota series. That did not prove to be the case today. Jason Kidd still went pretty deep. I understand they kind of got blown out a little bit early, so there were guys that came in. But the fact Tim Hardaway Jr. got 9 minutes in a finals game isn't great. I understand you need the heat check, but when he doesn't score, what's the point of him being out there? It's really his primary purpose on the court is to sit there and shoot the threes to kind of space your court out. Dante Exum, again, 9 minutes, only 4 points. Feel like he could have contributed a little more. I'm kind of curious as to why he didn't play more throughout the series and throughout the playoffs. And then obviously you had the end of the bench guys that came in towards the end. But I mean, shout out to the Boston Celtics. I can't say the math won today, right? They both shot the same amount of threes. So I can't necessarily say that the math won them out the game today. But I think defensively, they did a really good job on Luka. They didn't allow him to get the mismatches that he wanted. And when they did, they closed down the other guys and didn't really allow necessarily those other guys to beat them. If I'm OKC right now, I'm a little upset because I feel like this was a fairly similar game plan to what OKC had of let the role players beat them and shut Kyrie down. And Boston did it to perfection, right? They didn't allow the corner threes. They forced them both to break threes, and they closed it out in five. So Boston Celtics are your 2024 NBA champions. So starting as of the end of this week, we will have an off-season review, and then I will be digging more in. So I will have a Bulls off-season review. It'll be a Bulls rant come Friday, and then come the following Monday, so a week from today, we will have our probably a draft preview or something. I'm not exactly sure what that show will be. And then we will have the live stream come the first round for sure on that Thursday. I do not know if I will do a live stream. Maybe I'll do some reaction if there's some trades or something as far as that goes. But as of right now, that is your 2024 NBA season. The Boston Celtics are the NBA champions. Shout out to the Celtics. It was a great team. They played well. They trusted the coach. They trusted the math. The math won them the NBA Finals, quite frankly. So congratulations to the Celtics. I will catch you guys in the next one. See you guys for draft content and off-season content. Peace.